platformer. So today we will working on the spell casting feature for this character. So first of all we need to download this animation clip. So by searching the magic or the casting, so you will get the animation clip named sword and shield casting. Just download it. Don't forget to select the without skin, Unity for FBX for Unity, and let 30 frame. Okay, so I have already downloaded it. And the second thing, we need to download this 48 particle effect pack. So just search for 48 on the asset store and you will get this particle pack. So I'm going to import it. Okay, so total file size is 1.1 MB for this pack with the cool spell casting effects. Okay, so after importing this effect, go to scene view, and now I'm going to import the spell casting animation. So okay, so this is the animation now. Yeah, okay, so go to the spell casting animation. Okay, just expand it and just hit the Control D so that it will be copied, because without extracting this file we cannot create the animation event for this file like this. Here you can add the animation event. So select the player, go to animator, and here we create a new state. Spellcast, then assign a animation clip of this state, and then create a new trigger. Name it spellcast. Then create a transition to any state to spellcast and spellcast to idle. So just make sure there should be a edge exit time rule enabled, and there should not be any edge exit time. So just add the conditions to the transition any state to spellcast. Spellcast trigger should be enabled and the is jumping should be false. here we can see the animation how it will be. Okay, so after doing this we just go to the character movement scripts, open it in Visual Studio. So copy the name of trigger and go to the character movement script and create a new person. This function will be responsible for triggering the animation. This also we create a new bool value. Each casting it should be false in start or void of end. And here we check this. It should be false, otherwise player should not move. And we will do it for attack 2. Each casting should be false and okay, and also we need to copy this line till here and paste it in. Okay, so now the spell casting function is ready. Go to the scene view. Double click on canvas and just copy and paste for a new button. Okay, so now I'm going to check whether it is working or not. First, actually I forgot to change the function. Okay, but it is moving even after doing the animation. So go here and set the each casting true. Okay, so now we are start working on the particles. So go to the 48 particle pack and go for effects and just import the particle ball here. Keep it near the player and select the all three particle. Okay, so Here you can see the size is quite bigger. Okay, so I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to do everything by 30%. Also the spark by 3. Okay, here it is, and the okay, and select the spark and decrease the life. Okay, so our file bar is ready for use. So just go to the asset folder and recreate the prefab. Now delete it from here and then go to the hierarchy of the skeleton, spine, and then left shoulder, because we are going to, our player will spell the particle from his left hand. Okay, so just create a empty cam object here, name it projectile point. Okay, so now go to castle guard object and create a new animation script, new script, name it animation event. So as we are going to spell the cast with very simple method, create a public game object, projectile point, and projectile prefab. Okay. Then we create a function. Okay, so here we create a new game object and instantiate projectile prefab. Now we are going to pass the position, so it will be projectile point dot transform dot position, and then we are going to pass the rotation value. So here we create a quaternion dot Euler, and x and z should be 0, and we just rotate it on y. So create it 90 degree, but this should be a one direction, right? So we need to check the direction of player. So here we do one thing. First we create a new, we are going to take the reference for character movement. So in a start function, transform dot parent. Parent will be the upper object in hierarchy. Into cm dot transform dot, okay, So let me explain you something. So here you can see we are controlling the direction by the local x value for scale. Uh, so here we can get the direction of which we are facing. So here we call the cm dot transform dot local scale dot x. So this would be 1 or minus 1. Yeah, and then we also do one thing. We pass a int value here. If because we are going to use the same function for enable the edge casting and disable the casting animation. So that our player will start moving. Okay, so you can see the point we are placing in the hand object is quite the middle of the fingers and the thumbs. Now we are going to select this thing and assign the two values here. One is projectile point here and the second one is prefab which we have created earlier. And then go to the animation. Don't forget to select the our player character and then select the sword and seal casting, and this is the point where we want to run the particular function. So right click on the timeline and click on add animation event, and when you click on here, so you will select the function animation event and pass the 0 value, but here should be 1 for initiating the prefab. And then at the last of the point where the animation will end, also create an animation event and select the same function with the 0 value, so it will disable the casting animation and will return to the normal position. So now we are going to check it whether it is working or not. Yeah, it is working, but the direction is just opposite which we want. So go to the scripting file and inside a minus here. So now it should be working fine. Yeah, it is working fine now. You can see you cannot move when the animation is running for spell casting, sorry. Yeah, so now you can easily add a collider on this particle for damaging. So yeah, we are going to add a collider. Actually we should use the sphere collider. Set it to Israel and keep it in in player layer. Also tag it as okay, just save it first and then go here. Okay, so if we add this script, player weapon, okay, add this to 15. This trigger is on. Okay, so okay, so now our particle effect will damage the enemy too. You can see enemy is getting the instant death by our cast spell cast. Okay, so this is the final part of this series. Hope you love this tutorial. uh, Please like and share this video and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you so much guys. Thank you.